Hey, what's going on, guys? FaZe or Lucas here. As always, I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. Now, today's video is gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be a little bit more serious because I'm gonna be talking about the biggest choice that I've ever had to make in my life. And you know, life is kind of all about choices. You know, the choices we make, they affect us, they affect the people around us, and almost everybody comes to a point in their life where they have to make a decision that completely derails their life, puts it in a completely different direction, and makes you think, what if I could go back and make that decision again? And that's where a lot of people, you know, make regrets, or they regret the big decision that they had to make, and they wish that they could go back. Don't ever live your life without regrets, even if you feel like you made, you know, a bad decision in your life. Just keep moving forward and keep moving your thing. Wow, I'm starting to sound like FaZe Timber, but I actually really wanted to talk about this choice that I had to make in my life because me and Norton, we were talking about this last night. For those of you guys who don't know, FaZe Rain, he actually dropped out of high school to pursue a career on YouTube, and not long after, he was able to completely retire his mom. But so we were talking about it, and I brought up the fact that, you know, I had to choose between either going to college or pursuing YouTube, and we just talked about the fact that what if I actually decided to go to college instead of doing YouTube? How completely just crazy different my life would be. I don't even know if I would still be in FaZe. I honestly don't even want to think about it. It's a little scary to think about because I never would have became friends with any of the guys here at the house, and I wouldn't have this, you know, the family that we have now. Now, before I get into this, I have to make one thing like super, like, extremely clear because I feel like some people are gonna kind of get the wrong idea from this. How do I say this? There is inherent value to a proper higher education, to go into college. Don't go to college to, you know, make money. Too many people go to college just to try and make as much money as they can. I think that's a very wrong way to do it. Personally, and a lot of people might not agree with this, but I think that everyone should become more educated so they understand themselves better, so they understand kind of the world around them and how everything works better. And I'm not just saying that. Even me sitting behind a camera recording a YouTube video, I'm still gonna go to college someday. Even though I decided to, you know, pursue YouTube and not go to college, I'm still gonna do it someday. It's always gonna be there, and I've always wanted to do it. And even if I'm 30 years old and when this whole YouTube, you know, FaZe stuff ends, I'm still gonna end up going to college. I'm still gonna study things that, you know, I want to learn. I want to get to a certain point, like, intellectually, that I'm not at yet. Maybe one day. But anyway, so for those of you guys who don't know a lot about me, basically I started making YouTube videos in my freshman year of high school. I lived in Austria for an entire year when I've lived in the United States for my entire life. I spent a year abroad, and I started making YouTube videos there. And I became a huge fan of this little team. You might have heard of it. It's called FaZe Clan. I was a huge FaZe fan back in the day. I wanted to be exactly like the FaZe Clan YouTubers. I wanted to do exactly what they did, so I started making some YouTube videos. I started out making Call of Duty videos for many, many years. And as I went through my high school years, you know, sophomore, junior, senior year, I kept on making YouTube videos. I started to make different videos, started to make some more vlogs, some more videos with my friends, and my YouTube channel kind of started to blow up in high school. I wanted it so bad. I wanted to be a part of FaZe more than anything in my life, more than YouTube, that was the only thing that I wanted to do, and I grinded for it day and night. And yeah, halfway through my senior semester, I ended up getting asked to join FaZe, which was still to this day absolutely my biggest achievement. The fact that, like, I went from like a huge fan to actually being a part of the team, being a part of the people that I looked up to, absolutely fucking blows my mind that I am even a part of this team. But I'm kind of getting a little bit off track. During all this time in high school of making YouTube videos, and even in middle school before I was making YouTube videos, the idea of you need to get into a good college kept getting drilled into my head over and over again. My parents, who were both born and raised in Austria, in Europe, neither of which went to college, who always supported me, you know, while I did all my YouTube stuff, they always, more than YouTube, they always told me, you need to be good in school, you need to get into a good college. It's the most important thing in your life as a teenager. So just to give you guys an idea, that's kind of how I was thinking in high school. Besides the fact that I wasn't even allowed to play Xbox if I didn't get good grades, I had to try and, you know, do my best in school to try and get into a good college, because that's how life works, you know? You get good grades, you get into a good college. That's just the way I grew up. That's how I knew things. College is like the most important thing. So I did all the college application process. I did the SAT, the ACT. I put a lot of work into trying to get into a good college. I applied to a bunch of schools. And then 2 years ago, the day finally came. I got accepted into a school called UC Santa Cruz, which is a very, very good school. Honestly, better than I should have been accepted. If anybody from UC Santa Cruz is watching, why are you accepting somebody like me? What did I do to be good enough to get into your school? In all seriousness, I'm not trying to put myself down. I really was not that good in school, and I somehow got into that school, and I was super hyped. My family was super, super proud of me. They were super hyped for me. So yeah, my senior year of high school, everything was fucking going perfectly. I got into a pretty good school. I fucking joined FaZe Clan. Who the fuck thought that was gonna happen? And so I kept making YouTube videos throughout my senior year of high school. I kept making them every single day, and my channel just kept growing and growing and growing. And then it got to a certain point where the people who were living at the FaZe FaZe house at the time decided that they kind of wanted me to move into their house. And about a month before school ended, I had already committed to UC Santa Cruz, you know, paid my tuition fee, everything. I got a DM from FaZe Banks. He told me that they wanted me to move into the FaZe house to keep making YouTube videos, to pursue a career in YouTube and FaZe. Not go to college? How am I gonna tell my parents that? So I had this huge decision to make. Do I go to college, which is what everybody my entire life has been telling me is what I need to do, or do I move into the FaZe house and pursue a career? I keep doing this for career because I really don't see this as a job at all, so I don't like calling it a career. It's just fun for me and the rest of the guys at the house. I didn't make this decision overnight. It took me a whole week to decide if I was gonna move into the FaZe house or if I was gonna do college, and every single day I was thinking about it. I was talking about it with my teachers, I was talking about it with my parents, who were just incredibly supportive. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for not making this decision like really hard for me or not like putting any pressure on me. They always just told me, you know, do whatever you feel like is right, what you feel like you're gonna have the most fun, how you think you're gonna be the most successful. They basically just said it's your decision, you know, you got your way into college. They think that, I could do it again if I decided to do YouTube, and that's kind of what it boiled down to. At that point in my life, I had this one opportunity to move into the FaZe house and just start making YouTube videos when I could kind of always, you know, go to college in the future. And like I said at the beginning of this video, looking back at that decision, I cannot imagine my life if I went to college. I would be such a completely different person. It's crazy to me because I have learned so much, and I'm not even in school, and I'm learning so many things. I don't know if that's just because I'm getting older, and like as you get older, you like learn a lot more things, or if it's just dude, come on, dude. That's the reason why the light was
how long until you know something.
I'm really happy with the decision that I made and how everything turned out. But so the kind of with the point that I'm making in this video, and this goes above just, you know, going to school or, you know, pursuing an education over YouTube. And you know, I'm not trying to be all philosophic like my boy FaZe Temper. He's always really good at inspiring people and stuff. I'm just kind of talking from my own experience. But if you could take one thing away from this video, trust yourself and believe in yourself. Don't, you know, necessarily listen to what other people say and say that's the right way to go because other people are telling me that's the right way to go. No, just do your own thing and trust yourself. I know it sounds crazy, it might sound crazy, but if you do that, believe me, you will be so happy. And you know, if things don't work out the way that you saw it, you know, if I moved into the FaZe house and got kicked out, or you know, YouTube didn't work out for me, at least you got to do it your way, and at least you gave it the best try that you could. But anyway, guys, that wraps up this video for me today. I kind of just wanted to talk about that. It's been on my mind for a little while, ever since me and Norden talked about it. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you guys did smash that like button, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Always remember to stay slothy, and that's been it. Peace.